American market. As I talk to you here today, I was in Athi River. I think that was with the ambassador of the US. We were in Athi River because there are 5 other companies that are coming to Kenya with 25,000 jobs in the space of apparels. And these good governors will tell you, we now have, and I was with the governor of Machakos, she's here. Yes, Wavinya is here. We were in that space about a month ago. And we now have 5, actually 6 new special economic zones. We've just gazetted 6 new special economic zones, so that it is not the EPZ in Athi River alone. We will now have an EPZ in Busia, in Eldoret, in Nakuru, in Kirinyaga, in Mombasa, and we are exploring, CS Miano is working with other governors so that we can have enough special economic zones for us to enhance our exports. Those spaces will be for us to create more jobs. So, I'm asking you, good people, because I can talk to you for long, but I'm asking you, as you hustle here in a great country, remember that you have a home to build, and let us work together in making sure that we build that home. Hiyo kazi tutafanya pamoja. Nyinyi mko tayari tufanye hiyo kazi jameni? Let me conclude by saying that I think those are the things I wanted to say. Let me also say this one more thing, that actually 2 more things. That for us to be able to do this, we must develop 2 things. We must develop a culture of saving so that we reduce on the money that we borrow. Let me tell you this. We spend close to 800 billion shillings every year in paying monies we borrowed from others. I wish we were paying that 800 billion to Kenyans who have saved, and we are borrowing their money to drive our economy. I promised you that we are going to change the way we are saving. You know? For a very long time, we were saving 200 shillings. A long time, since independence, until late last year, 200 shillings per month. Nyinyi mnajua shilingi 200. What can 200 shillings do? 200 shillings. Ati hata mimi rais, mimi na save 200 shillings. Hiyo ni ujinga. Ama ni nini hiyo? So I said we are going to change this. Today, you know, we had a big quarrel with many people, including Atwoli and others and who. But I told them, look, we must, let me put it this way. Kenya was rated among the countries that are almost at the bottom on matters age-old poverty. Because if you are saving 200 shillings, the day you retire, you will be paid 40,000 or 70,000. 70,000 within 2 weeks, your pesa imeisha, and you go straight into poverty and you die. So what have we done? We changed the law. Now every Kenyan is saving 6% of their earnings, and every employer is also paying 6% of their earnings. I am very confident that in the next 15 years, all the money we are borrowing, we will not be borrowing money from China and this other place and that other place. We will be borrowing money from our own savings. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Imagine for 60 years, we have only saved 320 billion. 60 years. Kwa sababu ya kusave 100, sijui 200, sijui ngapi. But the good news, in the next 4 years, maybe less, maybe 3 years and some months, we will have doubled the money we have saved for 60 years. We will double it in 3 years. We have increased. We have increased our savings every month from 1.3 billion to 7.5 billion. And there is no miracles required, and there is no magic required. It's just firm, decisive, clear leadership, period. Hakuna miujiza inatakikana. We just need to make the right decisions. The other thing which I want you to help me with is to ask us as Kenyans, the responsibility to build Kenya is ours. We are the people responsible for Kenya. Kenyans are the people responsible for Kenya. This country, you have seen the roads in this. Si wao ndio sasa nyinyi mnafikiri ati Kenya itajengwa na wa Chinese ama itajengwa na wa Marekani? Sisi ndio tutajenga. So tafadhali, you people who have a payslip here, payslip yenu iko na mlolongo ya taxes ama hakuna? Na ni fupi ama ni mrefu? Alafu si mlolongo ya taxes ni mrefu hapa? That is how you build a country, my friends. You don't build a country because of debts. Ati kukopa hapa na kukopa pale. You build your country using your own taxes. So, munite zakayo, munite nini, lakini tulipe tax, tujenge Kenya. Ama mnasemaje? Tuko pamoja? So tafadhali mwambieni wale ndugu zetu wako nyumbani, mwambie hapa mnalipa tax. Na mnalipa tax kwa nchi ambayo si yenu. Ama? Yes. So tufanye hivyo, so that I want to say it is the most patriotic thing to do. It is the biggest defense you have for your independence, is to pay tax and build your country. The assurance I have given the people of Kenya is that their money must be safe. Their money must be used for what it is intended to do. It is even the reason why 2 weeks ago I operationalized the Public Benefits Organizations Act, so that we can get more people even from the civil society wakuja wa supervise wakora, so that kama kuna wakora huko ndani watangazwe, tuwapeleke kotini na tuwafunge, so that Kenya iweze kusonga mbele. That's what I'm saying. Mumenielewa? Hivyo ndio mimi nataka tusaidiane tujenge Kenya jameni. Tutasaidiana hivyo? Yes, that's how we are going to have a country. That's how we are going to build Kenya. And that is my mission in this great country. I just promise you, mimi nataka niwaahidi tu kitu kimoja. I will make you guys proud. Hiyo nitafanya bidii. Nitasukumana kabisa na hii kibarua, nitasukumana mbaya sana. So otherwise I want to say to appreciate the invitation by President Joe Biden and the American people to me. I know it's a great honor that I become an African state, head of state to receive such an invitation in almost 2 decades. It shows the strength of the partnership between Kenya and the US, and it also demonstrates the respect that the US has in the people of Kenya. And therefore I want to say I am very proud that I am here this evening. If you find me a bit not very coherent, it is 4 a.m. at home. Sasa naongea lala, lakini kwa sababu naona hata nyinyi mmeng'ang'ana, mmekuja kwa wingi, and I am told you've come from different towns. I really, really want to appreciate that you have found time to come and share these moments with me. And I want to assure you that as a team, we're going to work hard. We're going to make sure that we make a difference in our country. So, and we need your support. Maybe we are beginning to the early stages. Maybe in a year or so, we might have an opportunity to have a diaspora bond, so that you people can invest. Sindio? Already you know the Nairobi Stock Exchange, if you don't have the news, it was the least performing, but today it is the best performing in the world, Nairobi Stock Exchange. So kama uko na marupurupu kidogo, utajua vile ya kufanya. Sindio? There is a good investment opportunity back at home. So otherwise, I know many of the other issues will be answered by Roslyn and her team at the Diaspora Department. They're doing a good job. I know many of you consular services, I know sometimes you ask about taxation back at home. I want to assure you that the law in Kenya today gives you a tax rebate. If you are paying taxes in America, those taxes you pay here, we will not require you to pay at home. You will, because we do not want to tax a Kenyan twice. If you have paid here, you cannot pay there. That is how we have changed the law. But we want you to come home so that you can come and pay taxes at home, so that we can. So otherwise, I am truly grateful for the moments that we have shared today. I can answer 1 or 2 questions because I know there is a meal before us, and I am hungry and sleepy. So you can see that combination is not very good. So, but I can take maybe 1 gentleman and 1 lady some questions. Yes, there is a gentleman there in a maroon shirt and a nice tie. You can say something. And then the lady, you are not a lady, there is a lady there, yes. Stand up, lady there. You can stand up, madam, yeah. Haya, uliza maswali, boss.
Mr. President, I'm honored to be in your presence. My name is Atal Mongosi. I am from New York. But I am a very, how can I say, I'm a diaspora farmer. In that, I mean, I do a lot of acreages in Narok for wheat. But I know, I'm not too sure, but I know it came to your attention that this planting season, I lost over 250,000 on fake fertilizer, which was sold to us by the National Cereal and Produce Board. So from your office and from the ministry that is standing in for agriculture, as farmers, we are suffering on this end of getting things that really, I'm not sure if the government knows or the government has party to it, or what it is that you need to tell us as farmers, because I'm trying to fight for my refund
Thank you
of
very
all
much.
the almost 100 bags I got for fake fertilizer.
I will answer you right away. Number one, we asked every farmer who bought fertilizer that was finally identified not to be good to register, and 7,000 farmers registered. And already we have started compensation of every farmer. You will get equivalent fertilizer without having to pay. Every farmer. That is number one. That is number one. And number two, we have taken the managing director of Cereals Board and all his team. They are now waiting for prosecution. We have already sent them out of office, and we are going to deal with them firmly and conclusively. Are we together? So we will not only refund you, we will not only give you, replace your fertilizer, but we are also going to deal with the crooks. Yes, let me, the lady.
I want to tell you, thank you so much for coming to Atlanta, Georgia. We are very excited to have you here. To introduce myself, my name is Jonelle Carol Menifee. It's my mother and partner, Carol Menifee, and we represent Solar Time USA, and we have a company in Kenya called Nice Solar Time Kenya, and our focus is mainly solar.
Excuse me, madam. Your English is a bit... Can you try Kiswahili? Maybe. ama kidogo upunguze the twang imenipita kidogo. I'm sorry.
Very interested in rural development when it relates to farmers, when it relates to underdeveloped communities. Is that slow enough? Just want to understand your administration's program for last mile connectivity and making sure that as Kenya develops, it doesn't leave the rural community behind.
Are you talking about electricity?
That too.
What was What? Okay. Sorry, I had to get some translation. I now know what you want. It is true. It is true that we have a program on electricity and the last mile connectivity. And it's a program that we have worked on for the last 10 years. And in fact, in 2013, the number of households that were connected to electricity were 2.3 million. Today, we have 10 million households connected to electricity. And this year, in our budget this year, we have 12 billion shillings that is going to go towards that program of last mile connectivity. I agree with you that is a very important program, and it gives us an opportunity to connect more homes, especially now that we are moving into a digital space. We are digitizing government services, and therefore it is necessary for citizens to have means of charging gadgets that they can use to access government services. So we have a plan, as I have told you, that's already funded in our budget. So, and forgive me if I didn't understand hapo Kiingereza yako ndio imenichanganya kidogo, lakini ni sawa. There is another lady there. Let me listen to the lady in blue and a nice hairstyle.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Mr. President, and Her Excellency, the First Lady. All protocols are observed. My name is Mbula Musau. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm very happy to be here in Atlanta with the coffee delegation. I work in coffee. And I was very happy to hear you talk about the reduction of imports of certain products that Kenya imports. And I'm here just to, I know that you're doing a lot of work on coffee reforms in Kenya, and we truly appreciate you. We're supportive of the power that's going back to farmers and to growers so that they can earn more from what God has endowed us in coffee. Now my question is, would there be additional ways of getting Kenya to reduce on the imports of the low quality coffees? Kenya has been a dumping ground of low quality coffees from around the world, which sometimes stifles our internal market, making us unable to counter or negotiate because all the prices are basically pushed on us. Is there any way to help us be able to improve our local market, even as we look at AfCFTA? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Three things that we are doing. Number one, in the next cabinet meeting that I'm going to have, we will be approving a write-off of 6 billion Kenya shillings for coffee farmers so that we can reduce debts on coffee farming. Number two, if you look at our budget this year, Kimani Ichung'wah, who is here with me, will tell you we have another 2 billion shillings that we have put for cherry fund to support farmers where they can have an intervention as they wait for auctions that will give them the correct price, because our intention is to push the money that is available to farmers beyond 100 shillings per kilo. So that is the next assignment that we are working on. Number three is that we're going to be working on incentives to make sure that our coffee, our premium coffee, is marketed appropriately, efficiently, globally, because we have some of the best coffee anywhere in the world. So those are the three things we are doing in the coffee space. Thank you very much, Mbula. We have a gentleman in a bishop. We have a bishop there. Please, 1 minute, Bishop.
Yes, Your Excellency, thank you very much. A year ago, I wrote a book about you, and my efforts to present this book to you have been fruitless. Okay. Kindly allow me to present it to you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much.
It is a profile in humility, hard work, and resilience. Mr. President, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much, Bishop. Okay, let me take from that desk there, maybe. Yes, but the lady. The lady. We exchange men and women like that. We must be gender sensitive. Okay, there is a lady there. She will be the last one. Yes.
First of all, I want to say thank you so much. We see your work. We see you traveling, and I'm so proud of you. My name is Irene Masai. I'm from Eldoret. I just want to touch on two things. I feel there has been a higher rate of women that have been killed. We see it on social media. Is there something that you are putting forward to kind of prevent like gender-based violence? And also about if you see less women have resources on their name, is there an office that can help that more than men? And another thing is disability. My friend wanted to ask that. I can give him.
Okay, you have no authority to hand over the microphone to somebody. Let me answer Madam Masai there. Yes, there has been at some point an upsurge of femicide in Kenya, and we took steps as government to make sure that facilities, especially Airbnb facilities that were the main epicenter of that exercise, we've put in new regulations to demand that such facilities must have a record of who frequents, who uses those facilities, so that we can, and we've also insisted that there must be CCTV cameras to make sure that it is clear and known who is using what facilities. Ever since we took the steps as government to secure those places, and also we have sensitized citizens to make sure that they don't deal with people who they don't know who they are. We have since seen a reduction of those incidences, and we are trying to see how we can profile women better. In fact, last week on Friday, Wednesday. Last week on Wednesday, I presided over a pass-out parade of our military. And we had, for the first time, the highest ever women who graduated as military officers, 1,020 women. We also want to populate the security space with women so that they can genderize security and make sure that we facilitate more women to play a role in that space. And finally, I have a gender advisor in my office at the level of at the level actually of minister in my office, and we are working together to see how we can influence policy, we can change programs to make sure that they are gender sensitive, because it is in any case a requirement of our constitution. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't want to be... this gentleman has put up his hand from the beginning. Give him a mic. This good gentleman. Yes. And please, just one question.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I'm a diasporan who's been here for 4.5 years, straight from Kenya, having gone through the education system in Kenya. I'm proud owner of a edtech company employing over 10 people in Kenya, who has graduated over 70 Kenyan students, thanks to the support of the Ambassador Office and the educational touchy and everyone. Now, my question is, I'm doing coding for kids, and I'm proposing that, if possible, AI be part of the system. But again, I have an investor who decided to donate computers to take to the county. And so the problem is, I'm told that even at the extent of trying to support my people back home, I have to pay taxes for the computers that have been donated to us. So the question is, I know you talk about paying taxes, right? Do you have to pay for the donations that are going to support our people, so that somebody in the village somewhere, Karachuny, where I come from, can also have opportunity to be standing and talking to us like I do? Thank you.
Okay. Now, I know that we run into trouble with donations all the time, and even for hospitals and even for other facilities. The trouble is, when we change the law, actually not the law, when we change the constitution, it removes any power. Originally, the Minister for Finance had power to waive taxes for certain categories. Unfortunately, when that power was abused, when we made the new 2010 constitution, that power was actually removed from anybody. Is that correct, Mr. Ichung'wa? Yes. Can you help me answer that question? Give him a mic so that he can tell you, because this gentleman is not only the leader of majority, he was our chairman of the budget committee. Mr. Ichung'wa?
Thank you, Excellency. It's indeed true that the Constitution does not allow the minister now the latitude to amend any tax laws. That can only be done by the institution of Parliament through the famous finance bill. So if there was any exemption that would be given, it would only come through the legislation, through an institution, not an individual.
So that's the trouble we have for now. Well, maybe it was an overkill by the makers of the Constitution of Kenya, but they wanted to protect abuse of those powers that were being used to favor individuals from friends and things like those. So that is the trouble we have with that. But that should not discourage you from doing what you have to do, and we will see maybe PS Tanui and your team. You may want to see what can we do to facilitate people who want to assist us. The other problem that we also have is we have a big challenge also of e-waste. So we will have a problem if we bring computers that after a year or so will be obsolete, and then it becomes our problem to dispose them. So hapo iko kuchanganyikiwa kidogo, so we will know how to deal with it. Sasa nyinyi kwani tutalala hapa ama tutafanya namna gani? Tulale hapa? So who will huyu mrembo amesimama hapa na kofia. Amesimama for long. And then who else is going? Let me take two. The gentleman behind there and that other gentleman behind there, finito. Hiya, yes, madam. Okay. Iko watu bahali yake ya bandera pande hiyo. Haya. Madam.
So thank you very much, Your Excellency, for this opportunity. My question, kindly, I would like to direct to the CEO for Safaricom. I don't know whether he's still around, Mr. Ndegwa.
Mr. Ndegwa, are you here? Yes, Ndegwa is right there.
So now, my name is Washeke, and I'm the founder of Data Networks Learning. Data Networks Learning is a tech bootcamp registered in Arizona, and we are training currently on, the tech courses in analytics, in analytics with machine learning, data engineering, business analysis, and artificial intelligence. So we are training globally, Mr. Ndegwa, and my question is, regarding those students who are training online from Kenya, is there a way that maybe Safaricom can give them the corporate exposure, maybe through internship, and then from those internships, maybe they can gain the right technical skills to be even absorbed by the market? So I've kindly directed this question to Mr. Ndegwa, being the CEO of one of the biggest ICT company in Africa. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ndegwa, you have some, let me say the following, just to contextualize what my sister is saying, and even in what Ndegwa is going to say. The tech space, you all know that space is a space where Kenya has a lot of traction. We have a lot of innovators. We have a lot of creatives in that space. And just for your information, among the agreements we are going to be signing day after tomorrow is a $1 billion investment by Microsoft in Naivasha for a data center. Yeah. For a data center that is not only going to be used by Kenya, but by the region, working with G42, which is a UAE company. So the space around tech, we are really ahead, but I don't want to, Peter, you can.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency. So a couple of things. So I think I think first I want to acknowledge that the President is the biggest supporter in terms of driving ICT as the accelerator for economic and social development in the country. And part of that is actually developing talent. So very happy we've partnered with about 15 companies to get internships, training, or in the areas you are talking about. Happy to number, and also for any diaspora who is in this area, we are very, very happy to support the actual skill building in this area as part of our own social and economic support of a very, very important part. In any case, they will benefit our organizations and our country.
Thank you very much. I am informed that we have run out of time. So I want to say to all of you, you guys are very good. Asante sana. God bless you. And I love you guys very much. God bless.
Eliud Nisoi, a police officer attached to DCI Nakuru North, by his order to detain the suspects, namely David Mwangi.
So are they granted or not granted?
I cannot tell you, Honor. According to the order, there is not stamped.
I've not asked you about the stamping. I'm asking you to read the order.
To enable, so it says it goes ahead to be detained at Bahati police station for 7 days to enable the investigator complete investigation.
So are they granted?
Goes ahead and says, even under my hand and seal.
Were they granted?
Your Honor, I cannot comment on this.
You will comment.
Whether they were granted.
What does the order say? I assume that you have been to school, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And by the way, what is your level of education?
Your Honor,
what's your level of education?
I'm a bachelor's degree holder.
And you confirm that you are, yes, you are a bachelor, yes?
Yes.
You convince yourself that you're one?
I am, Your Honor. In fact,
okay.
I'm a.
So what does that plain reading of English language? What does it say?
Your Honor, as a person.
I'm not asking you to explain. What does the order say? That the orders were granted for 7 days, yes?
For me, Your Honor, to make it to know that it was granted. I know, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, I have read. Yes.
So, thank you, Your Honor. Were the orders granted by the court or not granted for 7 days?
Your Honor, I don't see.
You are not a document examiner, are you?
I am not a document examiner.
So don't examine the document. That is not your role for this day. Your role is to testify. And that question must be answered if you have to move on. Were the orders granted or not granted?
I do not know, Your Honor.
I put it to you that the orders were granted. Has Mr. Nisoi announced the granting of those orders?
I do not know.
Has he recorded any statement or any complaint that judicial documents have been forged?
I do not. I'm not aware, Your Honor.
Are you disputing the authenticity of that document? Are you disputing the authenticity?
Without a
are you or are you not? I just need a yes or a no answer.
I do not
are
know.
Are you disputing the authenticity of the document? Yes or no?
Your Honor, without a judicial
I'm asking a simple question again, Mr. Witness.
I will dispute because it lacks...
You are disputing.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's a forgery according to you, correct? Therefore, I put it to you that the orders were granted. Look at the charge sheet. Look at the charge sheet. When is the offense alleged to have occurred?
Your Honor, the first charge is on diverse dates between 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023.
On the 18th, on the 15th day of 2023, where were the accused persons? Were they?
They were in custody, Your
They
Honor.
were in custody. Yes. On the 16th of May, where were they?
They were in custody, Your Honor.
On the 17th of May, where were they?
I'm not aware of that.
Where were they on the 17th of May?
I'm not aware of that.
But you are aware that on the 16th they were in custody, correct?
But I can state...
Excuse me, Mr. Witness.
Your Honor.
You are aware that on the 16th they were in custody of the police, correct?
On 12th, Your Honor, that's when I ended interaction with this.
When were they arraigned in court?
On 15th.
On the 15th.
Yes, Your Honor.
When were they charged with this offense?
20th.
On the 20th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Look at the charge sheet. When does the charge sheet indicate that they were arrested?
Of arrests.
Yes?
Arrest 18th May 2023.
When does it indicate they were arrested?
There is an entry for 12th May 2023 and also another entry for 18th May 2023.
So on the 13th of May 2023, where were the accused persons?
Must have been in custody, Your Honor.
And then on the 14th?
Also must have been in custody.
On the 15th?
They must have been in custody also.
On the 16th?
Also in custody, Your Honor.
All the way to the 18th, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So they were committing that offense of organizing this crime while they were still in the police custody, correct?
There is no way they could have done so.
Now, when you speak about organizing of this crime, what organizations were they involved in?
Your Honor, after...
What organization walikuwa wanapanga namna gani?
Your Honor, when we visited the homestead, we found them asleep, Your Honor.
You found them asleep?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were they organizing that offense while they were still asleep?
No, Your Honor.
And when was this organization being done? Was it done on the 12th, on the 13th, or the 18th? When was it done? Which specific days were these offenses organized to have been done?
I cannot tell Your Honor because I was not the investigating officer in this matter.
But you were there, correct?
Yes, I was there on
and you saw them being arrested and apprehended and being detained, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So were they doing it while they were still in police custody?
No, Your Honor.
And who are these people that committed this offense between the 12th, the 11th to the 18th? Is it the first 8 that were arrested or accused number 10 to 12?
Your Honor, the investigating officer would be
That's a
the right
question
person.
for you. I know what was the investigating officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is me asking you to
Yes,
answer me.
Come again with the question, Your Honor.
So, among the 12 accused individuals,
yes,
who committed this offense?
As per the, I will answer as
Who
per the
committed
charge sheet that
this
it's
offense?
indicated as accused number 1 to accused number 12.
So, what role did the first accused person undertake in the organization of the execution of this offense?
I cannot tell you, Your Honor.
What of accused number 2?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
What of accused number 3?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
What of accused number 4?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
Number 5?
The same, Your Honor.
Number 6?
The same.
Number 7?
The same, Your Honor.
8?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
9?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
10?
I can't
11?
I can't tell.
12?
I can't tell you, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence to indicate that they were involved in that particular arrangement or organization?
Also, Your Honor, it's for the investigating officer.
Do you have or you don't have?
I don't have, Your Honor.
The charge, the particulars speak that the grounds were identified. Yes, can you see that? Reasonable grounds were identified as members of an outlawed organized criminal group to wit Mongi. Can you see that position?
Yes, particulars of count 1, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
On that particular day,
yes,
Did you identify them as members of the Mungiki?
I did not personally, Your Honor.
Did you not?
No, Your Honor.
Who identified them as members of the Mungiki?
It's the investigating officer, Your Honor.
The IO?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
Were you present when the IO identified them?
Present the files?
Yes, on the 12th.
No, Your
the
Honor.
charge relates to the 11th.
I was present on the 12th.
You are present on the 12th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
What identification led you to concluding that these are members of Mungiki?
It's the IO's.
Don't tell me about the IO, Mr. Witness.
Your Honor.
Please.
I've still
We know
Your
what
Honor.
the IO.
Yes.
What identification marks, insignias, or anything that were used to identify these as the members of Mungiki?
Had I been the IO, Your Honor, I could
You
have
or you
answered.
do not know?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Thank you. Look at count number 2.
Number 2. It's engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes? But even before we go to count number 2, also confirm that count number 2, the first accused person is one John Maina Jenga, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Confirm. Read the particulars.
For count 2, Your Honor, it reads particulars of the offense. Number 1.
No, just don't read the name. Just read on 12th.
On 12th May 2023 at Wanyaroro area in Nakuru North sub-county within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, were found in possession of records likely to be useful to a person preparing to commit a serious crime involving an organized criminal group to which Mungiki.
Who are these who are arrested in possession of these records? The accused person, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was Mr. Jenga there, the first accused person?
No, Your Honor, he was not present on 12th.
Was he in possession of any document?
No, Your Honor.
What of the rest of the accused persons? Who among the remaining 11 were in possession of those documents?
Your Honor, I can't tell.
Who among the 11?
I cannot tell, Your Honor.
You cannot tell?
Yes.
Do you understand what the word possession means?
Yes, Your Honor.
What does it mean?
To be in touch with or to have.
Yes. Would I be correct to say that possession also means to be in control of something?
Yes, it can also.
Yes. Is there any one of these accused persons who was in control of those documents?
I cannot tell you.
Where were the documents discovered from?
Your Honor, the documents were among the notebooks were discovered from the other buildings that were not present.
Were you there when the discovery was being done?
For the documents, no, Your Honor. I was
Yes.
I was in the other rooms.
What was so unique and so offensive about these documents and these records? What do those records contain?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes? You do not know.
Yes.
And the statement says records likely to be useful to a person preparing to commit a serious crime, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are they to be used?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes? And then you say the charge says engaging in organized criminal activities. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are they engaging? How are the accused persons engaging?
Your Honor, I can't tell.
You cannot tell.
Yes.
Which criminal activities are they engaged in?
From the charge sheet,
Which criminal activity?
I cannot tell which.
You cannot tell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes? Again, when did this take place?
This is on 12th May, Your Honor.
At what time?
There is no indication of time.
Yes?
Yes.
At what time did this take place?
There is no indication of time as per the charge
Yes?
sheet.
If I put it to you
Yes, Your Honor.
that it took place presumably at 16 hours. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where were the accused persons at that time?
1600 hours of 12.
Yes.
They were in custody.
They were in custody. Yes. They also have committed that offense?
No, Your Honor.
Look at count number 3.
Count number 3 is also engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes, and what are the particulars?
Particulars after the names are on 11th May 2023 at Wanyaroro area in Nakuru North sub-county within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, attended a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support.
Thank you.
Organized.
Where did you get this? When did you go to the compound?
On 12th morning, Your Honor.
Yes? Did you carry out any investigations on the 11th, or were they carried out?
Must have been carried
I'm
out.
not asking what you must. I'm asking what you know.
I did not.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, who was there on the 11th to witness these allegations?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes? Do you have any other witness other than the police officers who can testify before this court that on the 11th they attended that meeting?
I do not know, Your Honor, because I do not carry on in this.
Are you aware where the meeting took place?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of what time the meeting took place?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of who attended the meeting?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of who had called for the meeting?
No, Your Honor.
And when you speak about encouraging support, what exactly do you, the police officers, mean? What sort of encouragement? Was it a motivational talk? Perhaps?
I can't tell you, Honor. I did not draft a charge sheet.
Yes. So what do you understand by the terminology engaging?
Taking part.
Yes, encouraging, sorry.
Encouraging.
Yes.
Encouraging is to give them
moral
support.
Moral support. Who among the 12 of them was giving each other the moral support?
I do not know.
Yes? 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 Yes, witness?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence before this court that you are aware of? Because you got some briefing in the morning. You got briefed properly in the morning by the DPP, correct?
By the DCIO.
You got briefed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore you briefed you on what was awaiting you today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So did he brief you whether he has witnesses to come and testify that they were encouraged?
No, Your Honor.
State?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
No.
Is there any one of the 12 accused persons whom we can pinpoint that witnessed him encouraging?
No, Your Honor.
Count number 4?
Count number 4. On number 4 is still the same charge of engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes. Read the particulars.
Particulars now is one individual, John Maina Njenga Kamunya, on 11th May 2023 at Wanyororo area in Nakuru North Sub-County, within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, addressed a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support.
Addressed a meeting?
Addressed a meeting.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whom was he addressing?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes? When was he addressing?
As per the charge sheet, it's 11th May 2023.
Where was he addressing?
At Wanyororo.
Yes?
Yes.
Where exactly? I understand that you reckon that Wanyororo is either a ward or a village or something. What is it? What is Wanyororo?
It's an area within Nakuru North Sub-County.
In terms of administration, is it a ward, a village, a constituency, or what is it?
Must be a ward, Your Honor.
It's a ward, yes? So where exactly was he addressing, and are you able to tell the approximate
I cannot say.
Square meter?
I cannot say.
Or square kilometer?
No, Your Honor.
But it's a ward, correct?
I presume it's a ward, Your Honor.
With a representative, correct?
Within Nakuru North, so I presume it's a ward.
Yes? So where was he addressing this meeting from?
I cannot tell, Your Honor.
Yes? Who was being addressed?
I cannot tell, Your Honor.
What time was he addressing?
I also cannot tell, Your Honor.
Yes? Which language did he use to address this meeting?
I cannot tell, Your Honor.
Look at count number 5. Just read the particulars.
Count number 5 also is in reference to John Maina Njenga on 11th May 2023 at Wanyororo area in Nakuru North Sub-County, within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, invited the names of 8 people to a meeting whose purpose was to provide instructions connected with
invited to a meeting, correct?
Yes.
Who caused this invitation?
As per the charge sheet, it indicates John Maina Njenga, Your Honor.
Were you there on the 11th?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah? Have you read the statement that has been recorded by the IO?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah?
No.
What of that of Mr. Langat? Have you read the statement?
No, Your Honor.
Whom did he invite? Are you aware?
As per the charge sheet, it indicates 8 people.
Yes. How did he invite them?
I do not know, Your Honor.
When did he invite them?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Where did he invite them to?
I do not know.
Yes? And when you speak about this meeting, do you have any evidence to indicate that a meeting actually took place?
I do not have, Your Honor.
Yes?
I do not have.
So this is all guesswork and fabrication of charges, correct?
I can't comment because I do not pick up the charges.
Do you find yourself useful to this trial? If all what you're saying is that I do not know, I cannot confirm, do you find yourself useful for the purpose of aiding the state case?
Yes, Your Honor, since I stated on the facts I played, Your Honor.
Yes. But you discovered this evidence to support these offenses, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore you cannot link yourself from the charge.
I'm not delinking myself, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, but I'm stating with the role I play.
So do you still find yourself and a worthy witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
So let's look at count number 6.
Count number 6.
Yes, what is the charge and what are the particulars?
Engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes.
The particulars are that it names 8 people.
Yes. What happened on that day?
With others not before court.
Yes.
To hold a meeting.
Provided for?
To hold a meeting whose purpose is connected with. This is count number 6, Your Honor.
Yes, count number 6. Who is being charged?
Mkaa, Your Honor.
What is the particulars?
It's that on the 11th May.
He provided, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
A place for holding a meeting, correct?
Yes.
When was this?
This is on 11th May 2023.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And go back to the first charge, the first holding count. When does it say the offense occurred?
This is on 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023.
Have you seen all those charges that I've read to you, any count that relates to the 18th, to the date between the 18th, the 11th, the 18th? Yes?
11.
Yes?
11. 11. 11. 11.
Have you seen any offense that occurred on the 13th?
I do not see, Your Honor.
14th?
I do not see, Your
Honor. 15th?
I do not see.
16th?
I do not see.
17th?
I do not see.
18th? Yes?
I do not see that it's.
So, back to count number 6.
Yes, Your Honor.
The allegation is that Mr. Mnisaidie provided his home or his for use by the 6 individuals. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the 8 individuals, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In which manner did he provide it? Make it available?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes. Do you know who is the registered proprietor of that property?
No, Your Honor.
Which part of his home did he exactly give?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
Yes.
I cannot say.
When did he make this available to the people?
I also cannot say, Your Honor.
You still find yourself worthy witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's number 7. Number 7
is engaging in organized criminal activities contrary to section. The particulars are that John Mnisaidie on 11th May 2023 at Wanyororo area in Nakuru North sub-count within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court, permitted your home for use by it names the 8 persons.
So the offense here is that of permitting his home to be used for purposes,
for use. Yes.
How did he permit it?
I can't say, Your Honor.
Yes. Was it an express permission or an implied one?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
Yeah. Any evidence to indicate that he had authorized and given consent?
I do not have such evidence.
Yes. Yes.
I do not have such evidence, Your Honor.
Do you think that the IO has any evidence of that nature?
You must have, Your Honor.
Must have it. Look at the statement by the IO. Do you know who is the IO?
This way, Your Honor.
I guess you have his statement, correct?
The caliber of the ammunition collected, Your Honor.
The caliber means the millimeters or all that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. So it is not important for you to identify them with their serial numbers or the manufacturer's identifications.
It's also important.
It is important.
Yes.
Was that done? Do you have your inventory? Was that done? Look at the inventory. Was that done?
It indicates three rounds of 9mm blanks.
Was the bullet identified by their manufacturer or by their serial number?
No, Your Honor.
What of? Is there a bullet that is identified in that character?
It's identified in millimeters in the caliber, Your Honor.
So are we able to tell where these bullets came from?
Yes, Your Honor, they were the ones that were inside the magazine, Your Honor.
Yes. So who serialized them this way? You can see there is a serial number. Identify whether that one has a serial number.
This one?
No.
This one?
Does that bullet have a serial number? Or blank